Good morning. Hello, Meg. Hello, Carolyn. Beatrix, maybe? Hi. Happy Friday. Friday the 13th, innit? Do you think it's lucky or do you think it's unlucky? Because some people have really strong feelings about Friday the 13th, don't they? Some people are saying that like the 13th is like really lucky, but other people are saying that it's not lucky at all. Okay, whilst you contemplate that, I'm going to get started. So here you can choose which way you want to go. So in the pattern, I've just made one line because together we're going to draw the next line. Oh, Meg said, I started going out with my husband on Friday the 13th. Ooh, so lucky for you then. Anniversary tonight. So yeah, if you would like to do two, just like the sample, yeah, then we'll draw a line. If not, then you can just choose one of the colors. So what we're gonna do is you're just gonna make another little line inside. Now, it doesn't look that nice now, but don't worry. And actually, I'm not going to put a point on there. So there we go. I'm going to do two colors, all 6 strands, satin stitch, and we're going to make sure that the outline goes like this around. Yeah? It will make more sense once we're doing it. And actually, I couldn't find the really light green that I used before, so I'm just using a different one. Just putting a little knot in the bottom. So here we go. You can do this 2 ways. You can either do the inside first and then the outside, or you can do the outside first and then the inside, or you can say screw it and not do the outline at all. So all we're doing here is just 2 rows of satin stitch. And let me zoom her in. Sorry. I try to keep I'm stitching at the top of the video because of the comments. And sometimes when people leave comments, then you can't see the stitching. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to start from about here and go all the way up, just like I did with the other one. Whoa. Soup cans in it. So yeah. You'll kind of learn how much space that you need. Hi, George. Between each one, because you should be starting to get an idea of how thick the fabric is. Not fabric, the thread is. I was just thinking that my thread has come up through the fabric there. There we go. And yeah, just continue. These don't have to be like totally symmetrical or anything. They're just going to be some straight lines for the outside. Hello. I wish the weather was better. This is making it look really dull on my screen. So yeah, this one's easy peasy because we've already practiced satin stitch a lot. Good morning. I cannot believe it's Friday already. I feel like this week has gone so fast. Oh, she says, I'm watching this while cooking risotto for dinner. Your day's just starting. Yeah, so it's 10 a.m. I do love risotto though. So there's one side. 7 p.m. there in Australia. Wow. I do love how time zones work though. They're so interesting. So I'm going to try to go straight back down on the other side. I know I've told you guys I really don't like to do that. I don't know, it's just like some weird thing that I like kind of moving up instead of moving down. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Try something new, right? $5 a.m. in Pennsylvania. I think it is in Ohio as well, because my mom is watching, and that's where we're from. Oop. Split that one in half. Yeah, so early, Caroline. You know what? I need to start doing these a little bit later, or maybe do 2 or something. Coffee. We finally used our new coffee machine, but we still have 4 of like the pod coffees left from our old coffee machine. So we're on a fancy coffee machine ban until our pod coffee is gone. I think we only have like 3 more left or something. So keep going, keep going. Almost done. And then we can do the inside. I even turned on the light today. Coffee is life. Amen. I'm doing a market at here in Birmingham called the Craft and Flea, and I have to make some just like little simple embroideries, like small ones, like 4 inches or 3 inches, just to like have some stock of the things that I sell. And I think I'm gonna make some coffee ones, some like but first coffee, or just maybe just a coffee cup. Coffee and contemplation. So don't worry about how, I just thought of it as I was looking at this. Do you notice how these are like very severely on an angle, and then other ones kind of aren't, and then they kind of go back to it again? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about how they are, how much of an angle that they're on. You'd really just want the outline to be filled. Hello, move over. She says, I've started getting into macrame and I'm currently planning to do a Christmas market. So making like crazy. Oh, that's so fun. I do like macrame. Yeah, so this, the Craft and Flea is the 21st of September. So that's coming up quite quickly. I'm just going to add another one in here because I feel like it needs another one. And then I have one in November, and then I have 2 or 3 in December before I come back home for Christmas. So that'll be really fun, but also a little bit like, like crazy busy. So I'm finished with that color, and I'm just going to grab a kind of brighter green and put in the middle. This isn't the green that I wanted, but it's the green that I have. So it will have to do. Busy girl. Yeah, I like to stay busy. But it's also great to just like get out into the community. So like even if you don't sell loads, if you've got a friend there, or if you can just kind of, you know, get your name out and talk to people, that's so beneficial. So now we're going to do the inside, and the inside is exactly the same. So just imagine like these, how we did the lines, we can do that again if you need it. So I've already put a knot in the bottom. So here we go. The only thing that you need to really make sure of here is that this edge, you've gone straight up to the edge. So actually I think it was the, yeah, it was the flowers, not this one. But because there's only one line down the middle, and because we want to make sure that that edge is nice, we really just want to make sure that you go all the way up, not into. So not like that. We don't want them to blend together. We just want them to kind of have a nice straight line around. And then in the middle, we want to make sure that all of these are going to end or start right on that line. Jessie girl is upstairs sleeping. So she woke up this morning and went outside, and then she went straight back upstairs and went to bed. So there you go. Tigs and Knots said, yes, that's the plan here too. Just wanting to meet other makers and creators in my community. It's so helpful. Check and see if you have an Etsy made local market there. I know those ones are really great because they're kind of sponsored by Etsy. And they'll have an Etsy team that's like local to your area. If you're on Etsy, I don't know. You have to be like on the Etsy team to be able to do it. But they're really beneficial, especially for meeting other people that are kind of where you live in your area. She is a sleepyhead. So like most of the time, like when was it, last week maybe? I got up, went pee, brushed my teeth, changed my clothes, went downstairs, did some work, and all of a sudden it was like 11:30 and I was like, she's not down here yet. I hope she's okay up there. So I went upstairs and she was still sleeping on David's pillow, like all curled up. And she looked at me like, whoa, why did you wake me up? It's like, sorry, diva. Yeah, definitely. So you can go to, if you have an Etsy shop, go on to Etsy and then you can search for teams. And you just put in a city or an area code, I don't know, zip code, I mean. And then, yeah, you should be able to find one close to you that way. So for here, I'm going to go straight up instead of doing half on this side and half on this side. Yeah. And then I'm going to fill one stitch in here. So as we do more of these leaves and flowers, I do like to give you a bit of a choice. So yeah, I did have the pattern like this, and yeah, I did make it in this kind of a way with these colors or whatever. But like you should choose as well. So it's really fun when you learn the stitches and then you start thinking, actually, I think I might use this stitch for this one, or actually I might change the color, or I don't want to make 2 separate sections. Maybe you want to make 3, maybe you want to make 0, maybe you want to outline it. Yeah, take a little bit of artistic license. Okay, so these are getting a little bit too horizontal, and you really want them to be straight down. And this is where doing these lines will help, because obviously this one is on an angle, and this one's getting very horizontal. So you can always add a stitch and then kind of fill it in up to that. And you can really tell there because the white fabric is making like a triangle. And you can always just stitch over the top. And then now you're back on track. So I don't do the lines on everything, mostly just for when I'm teaching someone how to do it, how to stitch, I mean. But they are beneficial, especially if you think, ooh, this is a big space and I kind of really want my satin stitches to look nice and neat. I'll put the knot in the middle. And it looks like I've missed a stitch right there. Almost finished. tired of satin stitch yet? There's only a couple more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 out of the next 8, half. Last couple stitches. So after this, I will upload the video from yesterday because I haven't had a chance to do that yet. And then I'll upload this one as well. So if you're looking on YouTube for yesterday's video, it's not there yet. But it will be there. It takes about 40 minutes maybe. And you have to keep your phone on the whole time so the screen cannot go black. And then yeah, you can't use it or anything. Sorry, I was just thinking, do I really need to put another stitch here? But I think I do. So there you go. So there it's finished. Finished. Robin says, have a wonderful day. I need to go prepare myself for it, being Friday the 13th and a full moon. My mom teaches grade 6. So it's like year 5 here in England. And there are some interesting students. Let's just say that. So there we go. Undo it. This is what we should have so far. Like that. And then if you're doing the flowers one, this is what we've done so far. Too cute. All right, so don't forget to share on Instagram in your stories. Make sure you tag me so I can repost it. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, how you get on. Let me know. We're almost halfway through because today's the 13th and there's 30 days. So we're almost halfway through. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and I will talk with you tomorrow or Sunday. Bye.